Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Whitaker, but you probably already know that from the name of the channel. And my first ever video of my confession, I said that I was not a supporter of Black Lives Matter, and I want to elaborate on that. Today I want to specify that not only am I not a supporter of BLM, but it is a mistake and does not help Black lives, nor does it attain to help Black lives. If you check the About page of Black Lives Matter, just call blacklivesmatter.com. You don't have to go there. I'll probably show you it right now. They say it started with Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown. Their murders, or however you want to call it. Yeah, I guess they're gone, and that's how it was founded. But it also says they are specifically focused on black trans women, specifically, and how they are violated and oppressed. Now, this already goes against what you stand for, what you're founded on, and use this to bring others into your organization thinking it's about helping black men and women when it's not helping either of them. You are helping men who identify as women, and you see them as women, and you push other women to the side to focus on these men who think they're women. This helps no one. This helps no one at all. And speaking of doing the opposite of that, BLM also believes that every black liberation movement is run by straight black males, and they should get pushed aside for black, queer, and mainly trans people to run the show of Black Lives Matter because, yes, Black Lives Matter, but specifically black men who identify as women. Apparently this makes things less violent, so I guess chuck it up to toxic masculinity, since they say that this is the only movement that will be not as harmful, even though we've seen that that is not even true in real life. We have many riots from Black Lives Matter, and we've seen hundreds of millions of dollars in damage from Portland to Kenosha, Wisconsin, to New York, Seattle. We've all seen it. The organization is founded on two black men being killed for whatever reason, whether you see it as justified or see as vile, that doesn't matter. That is what it's founded on. But you contradict this by saying, no, this is not about black men, nor is it led by black men. It is led by black, queer, trans women. And that doesn't make any sense. And I don't see how anyone would respect that if they actually knew what you're about. So I guess no one really knows what you're about at all. You know, you've burned your bridge essentially calling every movement led by black men as violent, but you still champion yourself as people who defend black men who are targeted as being violent. You are more of a problem than the people who have probably most likely defended themselves in these situations. You yourself are directly calling black men violent, even in their liberation movements, even though your movement is the most violent, causing hundreds of millions of dollars of collateral damage in several states, possibly every state. I'm in Maryland right now, and I've seen signs. That's all I can say. I haven't seen any collateral damage. I am in a very peaceful place, so I can say that I am grateful and I am a little bit lucky. But yeah, you essentially burn your bridge to these people that you already clamor to, but you still want them to join your cause. That's already in itself scummy. But the next thing shows how insane and scummy BLM is, because this one was actually deleted from their website. Now, I have seen it before. I know that's anecdotal, but I have read it myself. But that's fine because even though it's deleted, that didn't stop people from screenshotting it and downloading the page for themselves. You know, it's still there. You know, we still have it. You know, their goal is to destroy the nuclear family structure in the Western world. In case anyone doesn't know what the nuclear family structure is, it's a mother, a father, and two kids. That's it. Yes, that is it. Okay, moving on. Yeah, the page is gone from the site, but hey, it's the internet, so, you know, it's already there, you know. Your mouth doesn't cash checks, it prints receipts. That's how the internet works. That's how it's always worked. You know, BLM, it's, you know, like I probably said in the first video, BLM is nothing but a glorified LGBT. And like the original one, it just doesn't work. You know, it's self-serving, it's very enabling, and it does all this regardless of any flaws it may have or anyone telling it how damaging it is. And it does all this by tearing other people down to do so. You know, it not only doesn't help people, but it brings other people down to such a level of ignorance that now I guess that's why I'm making this video. You know, and lastly, I just want to end on this. These are the founders. These are the founders of Black Lives Matter. One being queer, and all three being self-proclaimed trained Marxists. Now, if you now moving on, if you see the help us part of the site, it says to report suspicious sites, stories, ads, or posts about BLM. That is basically what I am doing. So meaning what they're saying by this is to shut down anyone who brings light to what they are planning to do. Ergo, the deleting of the page saying they want to tear down families. You know, this video of me, when I upload this video, I will automatically become a target of Black Lives Matter, whether it is minor or major. That being said, I it's fine. I already know it's gonna happen, but I feel like no one else knows about this. Even if this video only comes out to like the 10 people who have subbed to this channel, that's good enough. That's enough information. Speaking of information, I just want to say that the word misinformation used is just it's very toxic now. It's become very toxic nowadays. You've seen people from both sides use it. Now, one side is mostly right about using the word, but other times the word misinformation is just it's a buzzword now. So whenever someone uses the word misinformation, it's not backed up by anything. It's nonsense. You know, someday the word nonsense will be a buzzword, and some other day the word anecdotal will be a buzzword. But for now, it's misinformation. So whenever you hear that word, which the site has used, by the way, proceed with caution because unless you've seen any proof of us, unless they've actually said anything besides lies, misinformation, uh, any other word that means the same thing, because they're all synonyms, but they mean the same thing. It's just a buzzword. If you ever hear anyone use that and don't back it up or prove it with anything, yeah, they are either delusional or they're just straight up lying. So I guess just to close this out, always be skeptic. Always look into something on your own, and just like me, even if it hurts you, reach out to other people because they need to know. Black Lives Matter is not about Black Lives Matter as much as the LGBT is about unifying people.